All right, we got 1.3 million views in about 6 months. This is a short 27-second, I wouldn't even call this a VSL, it's a UGC content kind of ad. And this just had something that I want to talk about. Let's riff it off straight. Let's just get it going.
Are we seeing this arch support? My toxic trait is I can't wear socks unless they're Bombas.
Okay, so I remember doing a VSL shoot one time, and our authority figure at that date was not the most exciting. I was looking for ultra beautiful, ultra amazing, and she was a little overweight. In fact, she was a lot overweight. And I was a little bummed out, right? Because I was like, God dang it. I really, whatever, let's just got to settle with this. Turns out America loved that person we ended up using. They just loved him, right? So relatable. I don't know if it's like the Peter Griffin effect or whatever, but something about, somebody getting a solution that maybe you feel like you're ahead of, can you imagine you being better than somebody, but that one person getting the result, right? It's kind of a little bit of a slap. So there might be something going on there, a lot more relatability there or whatever. I'm not going to make any more guesses, but I do know that, I like to test everything for sure. So this is a really good idea for you to have as a technical spokesperson for your brand. I wouldn't shy away from having, I'm going to go ahead and say this person's overweight. I think that's fair to say. Having an overweight person as your authority figure in no matter what niche that you're in outside of like maybe even fitness. I mean, God, even fitness, who knows? Outside of fitness, I think that's really it. Everybody else is okay to be technically overweight. Little hook again. Let's watch it.
Are we seeing this arch support?
Just like the most shocked thing. I don't know. I've never really done much user-generated content. Whenever I hired spokespeople, I would give them a list of like a bunch of questions I would want them to answer on camera. So like, what's the one thing if I wanted to get her to say this, what question would you have to ask?
Seeing this arch support?
Are we seeing this arch support? She says it in a really cool way. So the question would be like, yo, what's the best way you could show them? We added a bunch of features in the arch support. What's the best way that you can show them or whatever in a really short little video, little short thing? And then I guess she's talking about the arch support right there. So those rigged questions, and you got to come up with a bunch of rigged questions. Again, I'm actually not an expert in user-generated content. I like to stick with the VSLs, but that's the type of stuff I would come up with to trigger these kind of responses.
Toxic trait.
Or else you're really just praying to God to come out with something on her own.
Is I can't wear socks unless they're Bombas. It took them 2 years and they designed the most perfect sock. No toe seam. That's my favorite part. Ultra supportive arch. I just love how they're always coming out with new prints.
She knew the story. So they're definitely rigging her with some questions.
It took them 2 years and they designed the most perfect sock.
Can you tell them, would you be okay with telling them that it took us 2 years to design the most perfect sock?
No toe seam. That's my favorite part.
Here's the benefits. No toe seam.
Ultra supportive arch. I just love how they're always coming out with new prints. And 100% happiness guarantee. If you get a hole in them, if they become your dog's favorite chew toy, if you just lose one in the laundry, Bombas will replace that item. Click the link below to get 20% off your first purchase with code YouTube20.
Bam. So they just literally gave her a list they gave her all the copy, all the bullet points. Hey, can you touch on this, that? And she just touches on it in her own way, which I guess is the user-generated content kind of way. And at the very end, you can see
off your first purchase with code YouTube20.
YouTube20 code, right? They're doing some sort of attribution. Now, I really don't like how it ends instantly because the second that it ends, the fucking ad goes away. So I would add a little bit of a thing on the end. But outside of that, they got some views on this, right? Was it actually profitable on day one? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, a brand, this is a bigger kind of brand. They might just be blowing some money on ads. I don't know if they raised money, but still 1.3 million views. If it's better than your high score, I would give it a shot. I would try rewriting it. See you on the next one.